Hey guys, Gathering the Magic back with this is my strategy so far for land for the 7 plots that I have. I just got through going through my collection, figuring out which monsters I have that I think are maxed out that I won't be using, that I'll be able to put on land. And just so you guys know, you probably already know if you follow my channel, I don't play in the upper leagues, so I don't have a lot of maxed out cards. You know, even commons I don't have maxed out because mainly I play in silver and bronze. Now I did manage to pick up back when we were getting reward cards in our chests. I maxed out a few of those, but those are really the only max level cards that I have. So let's go through my plots and just kind of my strategy and my thinking of what I'm going to do with them. I have 7 plots. I had only planned on getting 5, but you know how that goes. You see another one, it's like, oh, I just want one more. So I ended up getting 7. Of the 7, there's one that I'm probably going to sell. I'm waiting to see what the final results are going to be for how storage buildings are going to work. I have a jungle in region 110. It's just a common. I may sell that one because I really don't have anything else in that area. And just with the cost of having another plot to try to maintain and put DEC into. But until all the land details are finalized, I'm going to hold on to this one. Maybe I won't do anything with it. Maybe I'll just have it blank. Maybe I will rent it out if land is being able to be rent out, if there's players interested in the rental market. So the jungle, I think I'm just going to hang on to for now. The other plot I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with is the mountain that I picked up in Ravenwood. As soon as I get the other plots filled up and get the DEC and everything that I want, the mountain will probably be used for grain. If it looks like there are a lot of players that are already selling grain in that region, then I may go with ore because I think, well, of course I won't be able to do ore right away, but eventually this is going to be for ore because I think only mountains and I think it's calderas. From what was kind of leaked accidentally earlier on Peak Monsters. Those are the only 2 types that will be able to produce ore. So those 2 are kind of like last on my just priority list right now. So the main 2 that I want to focus on are both of my common plots that are magical. So I have a common death magic plot that is a desert. I also have a common life magic plot that is a plains in Area 51. My other 2 that I would like to focus on are I have 2 rare mountains. In region 43, I have a plot with my wife. She has a plot as well. So I picked up an additional plot in region 43. So her and I will probably each do ore when ore is available in our rare mountain areas. And then for the hills, I'm just going to use that for grain. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now for my 7 plots. So like I said, mainly I wanted to focus on the 2 magical ones first. So my first plot is my desert. So that is common death magic. Now for this plot, let me scroll back up so you can see for desert, the splinters they give a bonus are fire and dragon. So I went with fire. I only own a single gold foil legendary card. I own a Grum Flameblade, so I only have 1 BCX of that. But even a single BCX will give me 2,500 production points, and it will only cost me 2,500 DEC because it's not maxed. It's only 1/4 of max, so it's only going to cost me 1/4 of the max DEC. So just kind of a heads up. So if you guys do have gold foil legendaries, just a single copy, it is one of the best DEC per production point value in the game, unless you are going back for alphas and betas, which will have higher amounts. I had a video on that earlier. Let me scroll up just to kind of show you. So I did a video a while ago where I compared all the different rarities and if they are maxed out or 1 BCX, how much production points you get per DEC. So like for the commons here, for every DEC you spend, you're only getting 1/10 of a production point for a common. If you go all the way down to a legendary, if you have a 1 BCX legendary, You can see all the results here. So basically what you want are the gold foils. So if you can get a gold foil anything for legendary, you're going to end up getting more than one production point per DEC. But of course, not very many people have gold foil legendaries, especially the older sets. So you pretty much can ignore Alpha Beta Untamed unless you're a player that's been around the game forever. So if you have one of the newer gold foil legendaries, basically every BCX of that is going to give you the same amount of production points. So if you have a single copy, you're going to get 2,500 production points for 2,500 DEC. So the chart is here. Like I said, I did the video on this a while ago. So if you would like this information, you can either do a screenshot of this, or you can check out the previous land video that I did a couple months ago. Okay, so scrolling back down. So for my first plot, I was looking for at putting the gold foil flame blade. I also have a Venari Heatsmith, a common, but it's not maxed out. It's like level 8, so that would cost me about 5,500 DEC. I'd only get 5,500 production points. And then I have max copies of the old reward cards. So I have a rare Exploding Rats. I have the Epic Lava Launcher maxed, and I also have a maxed Countess Sinesh. So those each would cost me 10,000 DEC each. Since they're maxed, they would give me these amount of production points. So for my common death magic plot, I'm looking at a cost of 38,000 DEC, and I am going to be getting 6,900 production points from that plot. Okay, moving on to my second one. This is my plains that does life magic. So for this one, obviously I could do the life splinter. So I have a maxed Pelacor Conjurer I can put on it, maxed Crystal Smith, maxed Jin Renova, Jared Scar, and then I also have, since Dragon will work with this plot as well, I do have a maxed Jin Chihuahua. So all those cards are maxed, so that would cost me 50,000 DEC, and I'd get about 6,100 production points for that plots. So those are my two highest production points. As you can see, they're in the 6,000 range, so I'm happy with that. The next area that I have is a mountain. This one is rare. So one thing I need to add to this, rares will give you a 10% bonus. So when I figured out my production points, I only have 4 monsters out of the 5. I'm thinking about getting another Harclaw maxed, so that would give me another 1,500, but as of now, I have nothing for that 5th spot. But I'm also going to remember to add, this will give me an extra 485 production points because it is a rare. So that will give me, let's see if I can do the math in my head, 5,335. Does that look right? 52, 53, 35. So that would give me 5,335 production points for my rare mountain. And this is the one in the same region as my wife. So this is definitely one that I want to try to max out. The fourth plot, as you can see, okay, so here we have my 2 main plots, my third plot. I get to plot number 4, and I am already out of cards. I don't have anything maxed or anything decently high level. So these are just kind of like estimations on something that I could go for if I wanted to spend the DEC and try to pick these cards up. The hills that I have for common for grain, the cheapest option that I have would be to get 5 Pelacor Conjurers maxed out. I think they're about $450 a piece. So I'm looking at, 25 bucks or so, say if they're $5 a piece. It cost me another 50,000 DEC for 5,000 production points. So this is one option. Another option I could do is just, instead of doing 5 monsters on the plot, just do 1 at a time. Of course, the production points will be low, but it is what it is. You only have a certain amount of cards and funds. For my 5th plot, my other rare mountain, same thing. I'm going to use that for ore, but I am basically out of cards. So the cheapest options that I have, since I could put either fire or death cards on these, is if I bought 3 max Pelacor Deceivers and 2 Venari Heatsmiths, another 50,000 and another 5,000 production points. So I got a ways to go. Like I said earlier, my other 2 plots will be used for storage if I don't need to put monsters on them. At some point, though, I will have to put some kind of monsters on them just for clearing the land. So, in conclusion, I have a lot of cards in DEC to get just to get my 5 plots going. I need at least 228,000 DEC just for the 5 plots, not including the other 2. Only 3 out of my plots right now I think are pretty much set, where I have the cards that I need. Happily, I am glad that both of my magical plots are taken care of. I think the rare mountain that I have in the same region as my wife, that one is pretty much taken care of. Like I said, I may get another hard claw, so that would bump this up to another, if I max it out, another 10,000 DEC that I'm going to need. But it, will boost my production above 6,000, so that'll be kind of cool. So, got a long way to go, guys. And like I said, I only have 7 plots. So you can imagine people that have tracks and regions, all the money that they're going to have to pour into this. You guys know I don't have a ton of money to put into the game. That's why one of the accounts and one of the video series you guys watch is my $10 account, where I basically try to play for free as much as I can using Splinterforge to fund my $10 account. But we still have some time between now and when the next phase of land goes live, when we'll be able to stake monsters. So my plan right now is to continue playing Splinterforge, and everything I make on my main account, I think I'm simply going to convert into DEC. And if I come up with a little bit of extra funds, I'm going to go on the market and try to pick up some max level commons. Like I said, I can get each of these for, under $5, so not too bad. And even though I won't be able to put all 5 monsters on a plot, even if I put just one max level monster on there, I'll just do one at a time. So that's just kind of my thoughts right now. Is I'll max out my main 3, and then just kind of slowly do my other ones as money and time allows. So there you have it, guys. That's just kind of my plans right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how close are you guys to figuring out your land strategy. Do you have the cards that you need? Are there certain cards that you are looking to acquire to kind of max out your land as best you can? Please let me know in the comments below. I will update this as I go along with my other videos. If I pick up some cards for land or something special, I will definitely add that to like my daily reward openings or other videos to just kind of keep you guys in the loop of how I am continuing to get closer and closer to getting my land set. So time's getting closer and closer. Before you know it, we're going to be in June, July, and we're going to be in the next phase of land. So I hope you guys are getting prepared. And as always, take care and happy grinding. See you soon.